UCT in Cape Town, where Vaylen is going to tell us more about the world's most beautiful marathon. Vaylen?
Right, batches A and B.
Thank you very much, Peter. Well, tomorrow we're going to have the 48th running of the Two Oceans Marathon, over 56 kilometers, and it's come a long way over the years. Many innovations. This trail run, which is why you see all these people busy milling about here, that's one of the innovations that came through a couple of years ago. Many of these guys getting ready to actually partake in the Old Mutual Two Oceans Marathon trail run over 12 kilometers. But there's another innovation that the race has adopted. They're the first race in the country that is going to fine and penalize runners for littering. And what they're asking is for runners to change their habits by hashtag going green and throwing their waste into a throw zone. Now, actually, to tell us a little bit more about this is Dr. Andrew Venter from Vaylen, which is an environmental non-profit organization which for the race is actually not only a beneficiary but also a partner. Good morning and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Okay, just explain to us what this hashtag Go Green initiative actually is all about.
It's about driving behaviour change. Road running in South Africa has a reputation for littering our communities. For some reason, runners feel that they have the right to throw their plastic sachets, their goo on the ground. We need to change that. It's not right. So Go Green is all about shifting that. This race, the trail run, is a plastic-free race, which is amazing. So there are thousands of runners doing 24 Ks without using anything. Tomorrow, the race will not be, but what we've done is partnered with Two Oceans to introduce this campaign, making it easier for runners to take their waste that they're using and to throw it into bins, these throw zones, and then from there, for all of that, 100% of that waste to be recycled.
Okay, so these throw zones are basically going to be all over the course, along the entire 56-kilometer route?
Along the entire both routes. And there are 300 of those throw zones that are out there, supported by 350 ambassadors drawn from local communities that have been sensitized to what the issues are about, that are there to encourage runners to be responsible and to throw their waste into the throw zones.
Now, I understand that a bit of this waste is actually going to go towards making some dent for South African children.
Yeah, it's an amazing innovation. So the first starting point is that in South Africa there's a shortage of at least 300,000 school desks. That means that on Wednesday there are 300,000 pupils that do not have desks when they go to school. Now, what we've been able to figure out, and we are the only country in the world that can do this. In fact, as Vaylen and our partners, the only organization in the world that can do this. We're able to take what's called multi-layer waste. So that's waste where you've got different types of plastic or plastic and foil. Think Simba chip packets, think bar one wrappers, that sort of material, and convert that into a plastic plank. And then what we've done is we've decided that all those plastic planks need to be converted into school desks.
That's absolutely incredible. So you're asking runners not only to save the environment, but also to help South Africa's children.
Yeah, let's make a real difference. Let's close this loop. Let's draw the link between clean environments, healthy environments, and then world-class education and communities that we can be proud of, and where they can be proud of the environments they live in, and where their children go to school.
How excited are you that the Two Oceans Marathon has actually taken this initiative on board and that they're going to be the first race in South Africa to actually do this? Because I understand that, you know, they will kind of set the benchmark and many more will follow.
Yeah, no, Two Oceans is quite an exceptional event. It's been a privilege working with the organisers here. We challenge them all the time, and they just respond to those challenges. The zero tolerance around littering came out of that, taking this campaign on. Also need to draw attention to Old Mutual, who sponsored this, so they're paying for all of it, they're making it happen. From here, we go through to Comrades in 2 months' time, who are also adopting it, working with us to try and get it embedded in the race, and hopefully we'll do it at the Soweto Marathon as well. It's starting a new revolution, a new way of being responsible citizens in this country at a time that we're all trying to figure out how to be responsible.
How much of a problem is litter? I mean, we learn about pollution, our parents learn about pollution when we were young children. We've got dustbins all over the place. We know that it's not correct etiquette as a responsible citizen to actually litter. Is it still that big of a problem that we need to sensitize people about it the way we have to?
It's a massive problem, and there's two pieces to it. So one is about sensitizing people that it's not cool to litter. It's just wrong. And that's slowly starting to happen. What we're starting to see is a movement across the country where government are getting serious about it. Municipalities are starting to put in better waste management systems. So that's coming, okay? And I think in 5-10 years' time, it will be fairly entrenched in South Africa as it is in Europe. But there's a lot of waste that we generate on a daily basis that cannot be recycled. And a simple example is this multi-material waste that we put into our desks. There's 48,000 tons of that goes into the South African market each day. 48,000 tons. That's an inconceivable. We've covered this university many times. That cannot be recycled. And so, one, we need to sensitize South Africans that we need to be responsible about our waste. And two, we need to be far more responsible about what material we're using and how let's use material that can be recycled.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. That's Dr. Andrew Fento, who is the CEO of Vaylen, which is an environmental non-profit organization. They are not only beneficiaries but also partners for the Old Mutual Two Oceans Marathon. It's a brilliant initiative. #GoGreen, and I'm pretty sure you guys are online. People can get hold of you if they would like to find out what they can do with their multi-layer waste, which is so much in the South African communities. Thank you very much. That's Dr. Andrew Fento. That actually concludes our broadcast from the University of Cape Town as we build up to tomorrow's race. You'll be able to watch the live broadcast on SABC2 from 5:30 right through to 1:30 tomorrow. For now, it's back to Peter in the studio.